Yago again. Today we have our ESL coordinator from Sonora Middle School and two of our students in Sonora Middle School. And these two students, these two ladies, Ligadu, they're in the CET program and they're really advanced in the benchmark exam, which is on math and English. Now I'm going to give it to our coordinator, Mrs. Owner. She's going to talk a little bit about the program and what she's doing in the school.
We are finding that kids are coming to us at Sonora Middle School at all levels of language, whether it's reading, writing, speaking, or listening. These two girls have immigrated here from the Marshall Islands maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and we're finding that these kids who have just come are coming at different levels, and then kids who have been here a while are at different levels. So as teachers, we're having to look at data constantly and create relationships with these students to understand how to get them to be proficient in both reading, or in all 4 areas, reading, writing, speaking, and listening. We chose these two students because of what you were saying, of they are advanced on their benchmark, which is huge. Some of our native speakers that speak English are not even advanced. So we find this to be something that we should celebrate. When we talked to them, it was interesting to hear what they want to be when they grow up. They're very motivated. That's something we really want to emphasize with our families, about motivating these kids to want to be something when they do grow up.
Yes.
What did you say that you wanted to be when you grow up?
I wanted to be an artist or an author.
Wow, that's a good career that you choose to be. I think in the Marshall Island, we don't have any of those yet, but hopefully you're going to be a very, very, very good one. You're going to help in the schools over there in the Marshall Island. Thank you.
And then Beth Lynn told us today that she wants to be
a lawyer.
So that's going to take quite a bit of schooling for both of you. And I feel sure that you're pretty motivated to even do well in school now to help you in the future. Would you agree?
Lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer. Ako ay joinin bar. Why ne man ngana bar marong. Shala ke rujugur rain racaba chulo da ilang air katta bar ngan iljum chakalat.
Man Bedlin Kobani, Bedlin Kobani, ko lerigania ko marong ko kalak mama baba ria.
I don't remember. You got born no year by Chito Jando.
Oh, maybe she's from Kwajalein. You know, Kwajalein is the military, U.S. military base in the Marshall Islands. And man, cop and a lawyer is one of the those really feel that I think the government is really urging our students to really study more on those fields, because that's what we really most over there. Really need most. Cops, lawyers. Lukun naman pedalin, lukun kadayok kajaraman yugulo najam kadayok. Man kia orge param kachidik tami.
Nga ibarong ngan wan malo dam translate tago Miss Warner arkanono kagi kan rujugur rain. Wawinan idog rujugul ngan ilo Amerikain. Odan ba chon ragagiyo me lale all rujugur rain. Melangian ngay jito rujugur rain elang kain level ko rutongani. Chopani kachung cherbal ben rujugur ben kajanonganok level yum. Elang wawina ruto mipendron koilok nganair. Pigot kilen kab wawina chibang all rujugur. Charaman warin kanaga elang kain rugagi rudenim rujudokum lale chongol level gaina rujugur rain nijir. Marong ligdo rilo klajgin kachuyo. And all the little rain red bello advance. Chedrigur marong bello kain level padap. Ralagadum kadaganir. rechuno dair katabar berencala kajin belle. Jelun ceraman kan Miss Warner kanan merong idongan raini nim kalikar ta cerbalgan bajan melelelok kan tagai kamailo munchukul ngan rujugur in nijir kachuju. Thank you very much for the opportunity and the things you're doing for the Marshallese population here, and we really appreciate that. As a parent, I think we're really we need to thank you more because what you do is really it's kind of special because you have to think about all these kids, their level, and trying to help them in a way that they need to, be more better in successful in speaking and writing and all that. So I will keep.
If there any more that you want to say to the Marshallese parents over here in Springdale, Arkansas?
I'm not sure if you two read every single night. I know you had mentioned that you do read every night, is that right? And Beth Lynn, do you read every single night sometimes? Something I think we want to get across to our parents all over the district. You do become a better reader by reading.
Kanahan bangan oleh mama babaro, ben lablok calai ni penajuri re, lukun wan mahlo kanahan oleh bajuri ro rajai gujin read oleh bien.
And what we do see, research shows that does help your reading skills, but also with writing it will help as well. And I think these two girls are prime examples of they have been reading and writing probably for 5 or 6 years, and I think that's why we see them being successful in the classrooms today.
Me enodan rego de kada kain ke bengeren barangun jala read gap cheji rajai gujin read oleh bien. Ne me ba ledi rein ro unai ro perilo izin ro perir jadi an rujuguru relgun advance lo level gain air kena ke read oleh bien. You mencijino year remodalak rolak kar read. Why we knowing. Yes.
Yes, and I know that we have had a vacation or we've had some days off for holiday. We celebrated Thanksgiving. I know that you probably read over the break, over the past few days. I hope you did. And I think we talked about a phrase that we want our parents to practice or our students to practice.
Dar jala gi madan chiri gi holiday Thanksgiving holiday rajai gujin parri chokran nge holiday me pray kane me erju rajai gujin re de me ba your jon praise jon nano me kemar kanana ka gi lo chupong nin rain nim nano ba how was your Thanksgiving is it Thanksgiving how was your Thanksgiving?
Girls, what is your normal day when you go home from school? What do you do when you go home from school? Do you take a bus home?
Yes.
You do? And then what do you do? What do you do at your house then at that time?
I usually go and sit on the couch and watch TV.
You do? And that's good to relax a little bit. Do you read and do some homework sometimes?
Yes.
You do? Mm-hmm. Do your brothers and sisters, do they have a time or a place in your house that's really quiet that they can call their spot to do their homework?
Well, my brother doesn't live with us anymore. So.
Okay. Because I think we find a lot of times with our Marshallese community that we would like for them to have a little spot in their house that they could call their own to do their homework, a quiet spot.
Eba menorolun kanan we nor jon chigani lo mo benai rujugurain o me air mage ngan air company kada kain me chalo gi chone padare ra chigan air pere meno jon chigano me amman ngan air company chonin chigan ngan air ri pachigam.
All right.
Amman enodami melele no rugagi ar kemelele kan wa wena na yiri ra merong paper katta paragair Elugun auru mama baba ro rendugun pushi ajri ren maragun read company kada kai rolibien menodan ba ai gujin worjon chigini lo mo ejeno lok ba ajri ren maragun independently company kada kai re majala jonek padrir menine elugun labana auru komol Emman naneo an rainin. How was your Thanksgiving? How was your Thanksgiving? Is it Thanksgiving o? Is it Thanksgiving o? Naibalang dami. Pwede ba elaborate more on the word? How was your Thanksgiving?
Ano tan luman ba manage Thanksgiving o manage kamolo ranin kamolo lewam. Ingin wawino me jijito bajen kaciyong cerabali benron nganar to bajen nabaron lo cerabal kinar ingin unar kalang nanin ngan armajurin chet matar boran kadang nan gain bengar lo kumilo cakana ran marong kalang nan gain kacito kilo kajin majang ba manage kamranin kamolo lewam Thanksgiving lewam. Ngane katalangan luman bain wan mal ko tum barpag ciri kunani longan bar lelangan regagirin rar bar tum rujugurin.
Okay. At this time, I will give it to Mrs. Orner so she can talk more about what she's doing.
I know when I spoke to your language arts teacher this past week, she just raved about how wonderful you do in class. And so I think what I want to do is take a little moment and just ask you, what are you doing in class that makes you so special, and what can we do to tell other kids or other parents to inspire their kids to do what you are doing in the classroom?
Regagin kaciyong kacito ban rujugulin bayan kalikar tawai kamani ilo munjigulo bayan jono me ilun ang lapta baragilo ya ke armang kamanan katakan rugun emman katalo cirigian ngan rujugulo bayan pajirigilo kajin cabarot kajin yo kanan kajar balengan kalikar tawai kamani ilo munjigulo.
Well, in class, we usually come in, we have to write in our journal about what we're reading in our book. And so I guess that I usually listen because sometimes the kids come in and they goof around sometimes.
But you're always right there doing what you're supposed to be doing? Do you ask questions? Do you ask questions while your teacher's talking when you have questions?
Well, yeah. And sometimes she asks us questions like find a compound sentence or a complex sentence.
Oh, and so you are always listening to her and doing what she's asked you to do?
Yeah.
Cidian kacito ko me regagin kwalang rujugulay kacito tawai kamani longan klaju rumom charbarrat ko kamani longan berem chigulum ejaga iljum jagala jawan citagin kacito komarong melele wawinan rujugurein nejir perilo chigul go wawinan regagirein katagnir ngane bar karalongan Miss Honor.
Yes, I think from what you just said, I think we want to encourage all students to make sure that they're listening in class and doing what their teacher is teaching them, because I think it breeds success, because you're clearly a success in the classroom. Bethlyn, when I spoke to your math teacher, she raved about you being this wonderful mathematician. What are you doing in the classroom?
Well, I usually listen and do what I'm supposed to do. And sometimes she gives us questions like morning work and stuff like that. Like she said, the students usually goof off, but I don't.
Does that frustrate you when they're goofing off?
Yes,
It does.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Away chala ko da kacito ko an regagin ngan rujugulin kacito kacito tawai kamani me chala ko da chana rujugule kemelelegi ilo wawe na ri dokom kata iram kata tagain regagiren rejba me karangan rujugule chone ba lo yino me rujugurin chito rej kamman kajaga cheblukune mani ben kanaga e chono me kanan kata e chono me kanan ben lukune mani iljum chagala jawan e me ngin wawe no me chala ka hol penan rej kammane akat Cakanan bar lelengok wawinar bar praise encourage rujuguro nejir bayane manar idok kadak celugun caraman kan regagin kanaga marangot lo corain gina parchono me lugun laban cala regagi ngai kona lalan regagi idokum adalangan lawan Sonora Middle School school visite idongan classroom visite wawinan kadak rujugur nejir milongan kamelele jaba rujugur ne cedorome regagi roai rejlukun nabarer kanaga ilgun manair kadak cedagin wawin celugun caraman kagi boy rujugur ne recabu dogotam berot arrejidogum lukun kadir ngani iljum cagala jawair ngani jabar katalangan Miss Honor ngai nomor 1 mal dogum I'll just turn it back to you so you can say more.
Also, I remember both of y'all are in the GT program, which is the Gifted and Talented program for Springdale schools. Tell me a little bit about that program.
Well, it's for students who they get like better grades. Like if you don't do good in school, you're not going to be in GT and stuff like that.
Oh, really? So how long have you been in the program?
This year is my first.
First year. So you have, you were maybe tested or asked to be in it last year, and so you got to join it this year. What an inspiration to all students throughout our district to want to be in this program. This is quite an opportunity for all of our kids.
Joining class, learning rich berry, then GT, gifted, talented, rujugu rome, manair kadak, rain unaru donganjin gonna go chuan special talent ganera, special give ganir, Chakanan by all of Rumaja, Rujugu Rome, Nijir Rumaja, and Redokum lawyer, Kanan Baran per Pello Clasin, Menodan Rugin by Chonin, Charaman Clever by Chonin, Wawin Elap, and John Rujugu by Nidocum Pello Clasin, and not Chiti Clasin. Nan Rodem Judge, Rujugu Rodem Judge, Romaja, Chojim Katakumba, and Common and Rujugu Rain Meijin man.
What about the GT program for you? How many years have you been in the program?
I've been in GT since second grade.
Second grade. And you had mentioned that you want to be an artist, or did you say an artist or a singer or a writer?
Author.
An author. In any of those areas, are you practicing that in your GT program?
Well, not right now because some of the classes I take are chess, city planning, and Latin.
Oh, chess, city planning, and Latin. And this is a girl who speaks 4 languages already, and she's acquiring Latin now. Wow.
Rujugulin John are perilo, Klajin Jenagar, Klaj Ro, Tongan Gia Meor, Emen Kajingo Ejala Emaron Canono, Kajin Spanish, Pelle, Majal, Imkilbot, Emechonome, Ejbar Pello program in Ganagayaman Katakoan. Ada katalangan luman kia when pagjanjin mo malagam kajang kajamalog program in nilagan ng niligdala.
If there is any more that you want to say, that we have 2 more minutes.
Okay. I think what we have found at Sonora Middle School, our kids are coming on time and excited about learning. I think what we want to just tell our community that school is a wonderful place to be. It is safe, and they're learning lots of good things. I just hope that I want our parents to make sure that they are re-emphasizing about the reading and the writing at home. Therefore, we will see that success in the classroom, and I know our teachers will be most grateful if the parents are encouraging that at home, and I know they already are, but it's nice to hear that again.
That bamba rujuguro lo jonora that all of you rujudong anjugul all of you. Eme elugung labi jokonan mama baba. Kumun raya ngajuri ni mi brani do nganjugul all bran. But chedagain wawin rana ilugun chibang. Eme chap chedagain na wawin go gain ngana chibang rujuguro ni brani rujuguro rana kabeli lujum jagalai. Pogi jokona mama baba. Chibang raya ngajuri ni jiru chedagajuri ro chaganan ched. Rujuguro Merana set good role model examples for our other kids that are struggling and that are doing their best in school. And here we have 2 of those students that they're setting good examples for our Marshallese kids. We're really proud of them. And we want to have more than 2. We want to have like 20, 30, 40. Hundreds of them to be good and successful students. Kamolal Mrs. Warren, by Marangun Barsiere idea again. Thank you, the principal, administrators, and everybody. We know you've been really doing your best to help our Marshallese students in school. Parjuanalan ngokungkanan pagmelele ko raman. Lagi dongan YouTube Marshallese program kain halujay lo ranin mandre kamolol all of rain odum jay em rayo ronga jage em lale programin hiya ko yam barlogum
Yahweh.